playing Venice, saying it would be too difficult. Throughout the second leg of that tour, he'd come up to me and say, "It's never going to happen." And I said, "Steve, if Venice doesn't happen, you're fired." Or something like that. The Pink Floyd Venice show was one of the final ones for the Momentary Lapse of Reason tour, and is stuff of legends. From politics and money to garbage and sewage, it had all the makings to be a disaster, but turned out to be not so bad. To begin with, Venice didn't have an arena big enough to house the band, so the idea was kicked around that they would play on the water and allow fans to pull up on boats and along the shore. Almost immediately, the local government was battling whether or not to even allow it to happen. Some felt it would be good to show that Venice could host an event, opening the doors for more events and concerts. Others felt it would pollute the water and damage local buildings. David Gilmour said it best, "We were political pawns." A major deciding factor was that the show would be broadcast via satellite to numerous countries. The company producing it ended up putting up most of the money to make it happen, with Floyd's management covering the rest. Using a borrowed barge normally used for servicing oil rigs, the band essentially created the exact same setup that they had been using for the entire tour. Fans did just as expected and came out in droves for the free show. An estimated 200,000 showed up in person, with 100 million tuned in around the world. It was so crowded that the band's piano player couldn't make it to the stage and had to just watch the show. The band had a decibel limit of 60, as local officials were afraid the sound would damage buildings. The show was followed by a massive fireworks show that was much louder than 60 decibels. Before the show began, a large boat, rumored to be carrying city leaders, parked directly in front of the stage and was pelted with debris from fans until they moved. They only had a 90-minute set, cutting the 24 songs to 12 and shortening others. The show was a great success, but afterwards things took a turn. The local government blamed the show for various damages in the city, as well as a huge amount of litter in the water. Despite their apparent outrage, the government dragged their heels on the cleanup, tried to sue the band, the promoters, pretty much everybody involved. They also had trouble getting the floating stage back to its dock. Despite it all, the show has gone down as one of the most legendary of Pink Floyd's career, and with as many iconic shows as Pink Floyd have done, that's really saying something. What do you think about this concert? Did you get to see it on TV? Were you actually there? Have you listened to it recently? Let me know in the comments below. The content on this channel is made possible from viewers like you. Help the channel grow by supporting me on Ko-fi, which you can find a link to below. You can also help by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.